At first sight, Ofer is a young Israeli man like any other, but his story is one of a kind. Born 24 years ago as a female, he is the first transsexual officer in the IDF's history.
When I started my national service, I was afraid of the reactions of others. I told the truth to my commanders only. To my surprise, they all supported and encouraged me. None of them had offending words towards me. At the officers' school, my commanders encouraged me to accept myself, to open myself to others, and to be honest. They told me I had nothing to hide and no reason to be ashamed. They really encouraged me to be myself. We went together to see the commander of the base. I explained to him who I was. I told him, I do not see why I should sleep with girls. He looked at me a little puzzled, and he said, okay, I understand, okay. He was disturbed, but he followed us.
Little by little, Ofer feels free to speak and to share his testimony. Consequences are immediate.
When my story came out for the first time in the press, I received a phone call from the office of the IDF spokesperson who told me that a young person had read my testimony and wanted to meet me. He was also a transsexual and wanted to know how to serve in the army. Then another person called me, another one, and so on. This is how I realized that something much bigger was happening, something more important than my personal story.
For a long time, the IDF did not know how to integrate transsexuals. They would simply be exempted from national service. But in recent years, thanks to Ofer, the situation has changed.
I worked in close collaboration with the IDF Human Resources Management, and based on my personal history, we established the first military protocol regarding the enlistment of transsexual soldiers. For example, to provide them with the appropriate uniforms, men or women, to grant them 5 minutes alone of shower time in order to protect their intimacy. Thanks to this protocol, no soldier who defines herself as a woman will be treated as a man because her ID indicates that she was born that way. The Army respects everyone.
More unexpectedly, the IDF pays the medical treatment of transsexual soldiers, a unique situation in the world.
When you are in the Army, the IDF covers your medical expenses, so the Army did not have a voice in it. It granted me what any cooperative union should have given me. Testosterone tablets, for example. These are the rules, and the Army simply follows them.
Ofer left the Army 2 months ago after several years of service. Since then, he has moved to Jerusalem, where he has headed the Open House, an LGBT center in the capital. A new challenge that he is faced with.
I am optimistic because I see the change that is taking place in Israeli society and in Jerusalem, but we still have a long way to go.
Nathan Minsberg, I-24 News.